Hi everyone, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome into my studio. Today I've got a couple of different projects I want to share. I don't know if we'll have time for everything, so let's just get started. Okay, so the first one we're going to do, and this might be a good way to use scraps, perhaps maybe larger scraps. But the first thing we're going to do is this. Isn't this cute? It's a little pocket. I forgot to ink it. Tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. Tuck, 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 tuck. So, yep. Okay. So, yeah, it's a little pocket. It's so cute. And you can decorate it all up. And we need to glue this down. Hang on. Oh, I didn't glue it at all. Okay, never mind. we will just... Oh. Okay. We will just continue on. Now, what you need is a square piece of paper. This is a good project for scrapbook pad paper. Double-sided would be awesome. So here I have a double-sided scrapbook paper. Now you can start with any size, but it has to be square. That's the only criteria, is that it needs to be square, okay? So what you want to do is put it like this and fold the bottom up to meet the top and try to align the tips as well as possible. I have not had really good luck with this so far, so I'm not really sure what the deal is. Maybe, see, that's just not... Maybe the paper isn't exactly square, huh? You'd think if it was an 8x8 pad that it would be 8x8. But I don't know. You know, if you ever go to the DIY store or the hardware store, the lumber yard, and you're looking for a 2x3 2x3 piece of wood. They're not actually 2x3. The measurement is a little bit less than that. I think that's what's happening here, is that for somehow the 8x8 isn't quite 8x8. So yeah, boy, that is just really bad. Okay, we're just gonna trim this down and be done with it. But anyway, so that's the importance of starting with a perfect square. And if it's not perfect, well, you can just trim it down. Okay, so this is what we have, right? Okay, then you take the top one and you fold it down. And you want the point just to come just to the bottom, not over the bottom and not too far up from the bottom, but just right to it, kind of a kiss. Okay, so now this is what we have. So now you want to put that back up out of the way. You want to bring your sides in, and where this crease is, you want to line this up so it's right along that crease. And fold that down. And again with this side, do the same thing. Bring it right along that crease so it's even across there, and fold it down. And you want to just make sure you got a nice tight fold. You're going through a lot of layers here, so. And then you bring this one back down, just like that. Isn't that fun? So then what we want to do is we want to glue all this down. So I'm going to run some glue there and some glue on this side. I don't think you need a ton of glue. And then this top flap, like that. There. Isn't that adorable? Now you could have started and went the other way and had this. This would actually be the back here and this flap, and then this would be what we are seeing here. So, you know, either way, depends on your paper and what you want showing. So there's that one. That was quick. Okay. Oh, there. Oh my heavens. So we'll do it one more time real quick. Okay, so this time, which way did we go? We went this way. Okay, so we're gonna bring this up and match the 2 points as best as you can. Okay, then bring the top one back down and kiss to this fold. Fold that down. Bring that back up. Now bring in the sides and just line the top of this up with this crease all the way across. And again with this side, fold it up so it's all the way across. Some paper just doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Honestly. Okay, fold that down. And then the top comes right back down like that. Like I said, any size, it just needs to be square. And there you have it. So this one is the same paper, only this one I started with this facing, and this one I started with this facing, this side facing. So totally, you know, the same paper, but it's like totally different look, isn't it? So anyway, and then you glue down these two flaps and this one here, and then you have this neat pocket. I mean, that would hold a lot, right? Okay, so that's that. Now the next one we have is, well, maybe you'll see it better with this one. This is a smaller one, so this one I did do in a couple different sizes. This is starting, well, this one, okay, never mind. Let me back up. So what we have here is a little pocket here too. Okay, so what you need to do, and this one as well, it's got this pocket right here. So what you need to do is, and you could start with any paper, okay? So I'm going to look at this. All right. So here's our scrapbook paper, and this one has all kinds of stuff on it, right? And this is awesome for this project. It was kind of like this one. It was a full sheet, and you could pick what's gonna show on your finished project. Okay, so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I want this to be this top area. Okay, so now your circle can be any, again, it can be any size, right? I had this little one and this one. If you have a 12 by 12 piece of paper, you know, the sky's kind of the limit on this. I mean, it could be, well, you don't want it that big because it'd never fit in a journal, right? So you want to have something round that you can trace. That could be a plate. It could be something like this, where you put down and trace around. Just anything that's round. A lid, you know, just anything that's round and the size you want it to be. I have this, and if you don't have one of these, this is the one time where I'm gonna say maybe you should get it, because it's really handy to have. And this I got on Amazon, and it was hardly anything. So anyway, so I am going to lay it right here so I can get that house. And I want the largest size, so I'm just going to trace around the outside of it. But this is so cool because you have all these, I don't know if I can, oh, that's not very good. I don't know if that's very visible, but you have all these different sizes of circles here. And then see these little tiny holes? Well, you can put your pencil in there or your pen and actually go like that. And so you can make a circle all these different sizes. So it's kind of fun to have, especially when you're doing like multimedia type stuff. If you want some circle designs or whatever, well, you got them all right here. So anyway, that's the end of my advertisement. Okay, so now I'm looking for, what do I want for this bottom part here? Okay, so we got this beautiful chateau. Let's see. I don't know. We'll go on down here. So when you're looking at it, it's the bottom half. It's the bottom half that is going to be showing. So I guess I'm going to just do that right there. So yeah, but this is really great, especially for very decorated pages, because you can, you know, you can totally pinpoint what you actually want to use. And you know exactly what's gonna, you know, some of these projects, you start folding the paper this way and that, and, you know, you're not really sure what you're gonna get or what's going to end up being, you know, facing forward type of thing, right? But this project, you know exactly what's gonna be facing forward and where it's going to land. Cutting out circles is not my superpower. I don't know why it is, but cutting out circles is not something I really do well. Trying to see where my line is. Kind of lost it there. Yeah, if you have super busy, you might want to, actually trace it on the back side if you're able to, line it up to where you want it from the back. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so we have our round, and I'm gonna, if you're gonna ink, now's a good time to do that. I hope you're crafting along with me. You can always pause along the way. That's what I do when I'm, following someone. I pause because I think to myself, how are they going so fast? But they know what they're doing and where they're heading, and I don't. So anyway, yeah, I do that, and I pause the video and just, do it along with. So I hope some of you are doing this. Oh, by the way, welcome. I don't think I said that. I hope everyone's having a good week. Lots of time for creative endeavors, projects. We've had glorious weather here the last week. I don't think it's going to stay with us for much longer, but I am sure enjoying it while it's here. Okay, so now you have 2 discs, and this one that's going to go in front, you want to fold it down and, either side showing, whatever you want, depending on your paper. So fold that down. Actually, I kind of fold it to where it's not quite at the edge. Just a kiss from it. Okay? That way I don't have the back side showing at all. Or there's no chance that it's going to stick out, right? Crease that down really good. Make sure and ink across here if you want to, if you're inking. And then, yeah, just make sure that nothing is showing from the other side. So I have a little bit here. There. Yeah, nothing is showing from the other side. And now what we want to do is we want to glue these sides together. Again, it doesn't take a large amount of glue. I love doing that. And then we want to take our glue and just run it around the outside, the edge here. Keep it to the edge as much as possible. Okay. And then make sure that's where you want it and just lay it down. Isn't that cute? I love this. I love this. Okay, so make sure you want to move the glue to the edge. You don't want it seeping up into your pocket. And there we have this nice little pocket. Isn't that fun? I love that. I'm going to hoard this. I know I am. Okay, so do we want to do that again? Let me try and get this back on. By the way, this glue bottle jewelry I do have in my Etsy shop. If anyone is interested in that, they work really well. Okay, so now we have this one. What's the back look like? Oh, that's really plain, isn't it? Okay, so the nice thing about this is that you can turn it around and stuff. So we have this photo right here. I've got this photo. I got some ads. I like this. So let me see what's going to work. So this time I am going to make one a little smaller. I just want to make sure that I catch what I want here. So I'm going to put the pencil into that hole and it just spins around. Now, the thing of it is that if you do this, you have to remember which hole did you put it in so you can make your second piece. Okay? So that's going to be the top part. And I think this. Okay, so one. Yeah, make sure you remember where. I didn't do that right. I wanted this, and that's going to be, actually, that's going to be folded, so it's going to be gone. Oh, well. All right, so yeah, and you could totally use scraps for this, you know, larger scraps anyway, depending on how big your circle is. You could use a lot of scraps for this. Especially offcuts, you know. Okay. This one. Gee, I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the support of my channel. Very much, very much. So yeah, I am just over the moon with all the new people that have arrived. It's quite exciting, you know? It really is. And I hope you find a lot of videos that are interesting, enjoyable, fun projects. You know, I do mostly journal and journal related stuff, but once in a while I get into the weeds with multimedia and watercolor and things like that as well. So, okay, so this is going to be our back. And this is going to be our front, so I'm going to fold that down. And like I said, just kiss it. Don't go all the way, because that ensures that there's not going to be a lot poking through. I always have this side right here. Why is that? It's the way I cut, I'm sure. Okay, so let's ink that. Ink across there. And glue down this flap. And then run a bead around the side. Is that right? Side. Perimeter. Okay. Get that lined up how you want it, and then lay it down. So it's real easy to match something like this up with a project. You know, if you're using a digital kit, or if you're using a scrapbook pad that has, you know, a scrapbook pad, or a digital kit, or, you know, something else that has ephemera. Yeah, this is a great project for any of that. So there we go. And now this can be decorated if you want. I don't think I want to do anything with this one. I like that just the way it is. Yeah, I don't, there's nothing I would want to do to that. I love it. I'm definitely going to hoard that. Okay, so we're moving right along. I think we might have time for another project here. So here, and this one is really good for using scraps. So you want to get out your paper clips. I'm hoping I have some smaller ones. Yes, I do. Of course, your paper clip size is going to depend on, you know, the size that you're going to make. I'm picturing that a smaller one would be best for what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have a couple of hearts here. I've got some flowers. I got a couple of butterflies, and then I got these ladies. So, yeah, we probably won't do all these, but let's start with this guy, okay? So, this is where using scraps comes in. So, I'm going to get my scrap bin out, and this I think would work really well. No, it wouldn't. Oh, you know what? That wouldn't work at all. Yeah. Unless, you know what? I think I know how to make this work. So we want to hold this, and I am going to trim around the top of the butterfly, and his antennae are going away. I never keep those. Not if I'm cutting. If I'm fussy cutting a butterfly or something, nah. I never keep those. I don't even know why designers bother with them. I've tried cutting them out, and they don't look right. You know, they just don't look right. This one would have been fine, you know, but since I'm cutting it, all right. So now we have what we want is the top of whatever you're using to match the top of your back. Okay. So now those are matching. So we put in our paper clip, the small side to the inside. okay? And then we take our glue. So we want to get that totally covered. And out of the way. And put that right down like that. Oh, well, art glitter grabs before you have a chance to move things around, so dang. That's what I don't like about art glitter. It grabs too quickly. I like Reptile because it gives you a little bit more time to fuss around with something. So now you just want to cut this out. Whoa, what was that? Oh, my reading glasses fell. Okay. All right. So get this cut out around here. Oh. And come in here. Ugh. I thought this would be an easy one, doing the butterfly. Maybe not so much. What am I hitting? Oh, I'm hitting the paper clip. That's what I'm hitting. All right. So I was right to get the small ones. Okay. So now that's all cut out, and now you have this little paper clip to put in your journal. So we could do that. Oh, I love it. And see, it's removable too. So isn't that fun? Okay. So now, and this was just a piece of scrap, you know. So yeah, this would be a perfect thing to use scraps for. So let's do a heart. That's going to be the same problem, isn't it? Now the one I watched. Okay, this one would work. And I'm gonna turn it around so we have that for the back side this time. So this one will work. So the person I was watching, I guess all the stuff had a flat top, and it lined up really well. So, whoops, move that over a little bit. So, get this, oh, I think I want to, if you're going to ink, again, that would be the time to do that. Okay, so I'm going to get that right like that, and that'll work. Okay, so let's go ahead and get glue on here. So this would be a really cute way to use like die cut ephemera that you get with some, oh, I'm trying to think of, well, like a graphic 45, you could get die cut ephemera to go with, you know, the paper that you buy, the paper pad or whatever. This would be a great way to use the die cuts. Okay, so there we go, and that's the back. And then we just trim around. You probably want to pick something that's not too fiddly or detailed, you know what I mean? Of course, you know, if you like fussy cutting and you don't mind, you know, doing something that's fiddly, just for the sake of time, I thought I was picking things that wouldn't be too bad. I mean, I just want to give you the general idea, you know. You can, and then you can run with it, you know. All kinds of pretty things. I had that paper pad that I made a journal with. I think it's called Lavender Fields or something like that. Really, really pretty paper pad. And in the paper pad, there was actually a bunch of die cuts, ephemera, to go with it. This would have been a perfect way to use those. And then you can clip these to the edge of pockets, to the edge of a page. Clip it onto a journaling card, you know, just, yeah, all kinds of stuff. So there you go. And say this is too big for this one, I'm sure, but there we go. Just like that. Okay, so I really want to do the ladies. So let's get out the lady. I love these, they're so pretty. Okay. Now I think we're probably best to go with this bigger image. Okay. So I'm gonna cut around there. Okay, so now let's look in the scraps and see what we got. We have that. That would be nice background for her, wouldn't it? Yeah, why not? Okay, so I'm gonna put this paper clip right there and put her just like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think I want to touch some ink on this, just to, you know, ink, if you don't know, hides a multitude of sins when it comes to fussy cutting. So, yeah. It hides a lot of less than perfect fussy cutting. It's amazing, actually, how much it hides when you run some ink around it. All right, so this one, I didn't make the top to be level. As you can see here, I put her little hat up above where everything is. Okay, so let's put this back on. One thing I like about this stuff is you don't know how many of these little pins I have lost, but when you have it attached to something like this, you don't lose it. So that's one of the reasons why I use those, because I'm constantly losing those little pins, and then I know for sure my foot is gonna find it. You know what I mean? So, or my kitty, even worse. So that's why I like using those, because I don't want to worry about someone finding that pin that, you know, because I always lose them. I don't know why, but it's so much stuff going on my desk sometimes, and I take out the pin and I don't pay attention where I put it, and then it gets covered up with something, and well, I'm sure you know what I mean. There. Isn't that fun? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do a really good job here. Hang on. Probably should get out my smaller scissors. Okay. So, let's see, what else we got? What can we stick her on? How about this? Okay, so we can slide her in the pocket like that, and then paper clip like that. Isn't that fun? So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these quick little projects. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with them. They're pretty awesome. They're a good way to use up some scraps. You know, smaller size like this. I mean, the scraps don't have to be too big, right? To be able to do that, and then you can decorate them and have all kinds of fun. So, yeah, I am happy with these. I'm gonna be making more of these guys and these. I think that's really cool. And you can put all kinds of stuff in them, especially these. That's gonna hold a lot. You could really load it down. Anyway, so thanks for watching me today. Thanks for joining me. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Please hit the like button. Please share. Oh my goodness, please share. If you know somebody that would enjoy this kind of thing, yeah, please share my channel with them. And leave me a comment, even if it's just to say hi. Leave me a comment. That tells, evidently, that tells YouTube that you value the content. So, anyway, Thank you. Happy crafting. And until next time, take care of you. Love each other. And I'll see you again. Bye.